Cidades, cities in English. Paz, calma, luxo, sensualidade, viver a cidade nas profundezas da sua teia de aranha. Em sonho visitamos espaços vazios de mapas inacabados. Encontramos o mais secreto dos lugares. Cidade mágica, a origem além do alcance da nossa vivência, que é te chama Berlim, negra fumaça, Timbuktu, branco, príncipe, escravo, Alexandria, biblioteca, vermelho fogo, Mexica, lagoa de sangue azul, mais linda que Veneza, Veneza. Silêncio das pedras que cantam quando não as escutas. Cidade mágica, cidade segura, sonho de Troia, ou velha ragusa do Dubrovnik dos muros invioláveis. Bagdá, perfume de conto de fadas, transpira em nós, Mediterrânea solar, pitagórica. Washington, cidade mítica, existida, abandonada por razões religiosas, misteriosas. Moçada, Jerusalém, Jerusalém, as ruas são marcadas do Ribeiro, Atlântida, Creta e Hiroshima, Amsterdã, New York, Cabo, Lhasa, Bahia, Roma, cidade tua pobreza, brilha como tua riqueza. Onde nasce uma cidade, outra cresce e deixa a primeira falar. Cidade mágica, cidade segura, sonho de Troia. As ruas são marcantes Thank you very much. And now, insensitive. Hi, insensitive. I must have seen, and she told me that she loved me. A move and cold I must have seen, and she told me so sincerely why she must have asked. The riders turn and stare, and I say silence. What was I to say? What can you say when I love a affair? It's over now. She's gone away, and I'm alone with a memory of her last look, vague and raw and sad. I feel it still on her heartbreak and the last look. Insensitive. Insensatez que você fez, coração mas sem cuidado, fez chorar de dor o seu amor, um amor tão delicado. Porque você foi fraco assim, assim tão desalmado. Meu coração, quem nunca amou não merece ser amado. Vai, meu coração, ouve a razão, usa sua sinceridade. Quem semeia vento diz a razão, colhe sempre tempestade. Vai, meu coração, pede perdão, perdão apaixonado. Vai, porque quem não pede perdão não é nunca perdoado. Thank you very much. And now,
welcome to Amped Up, the fortnightly show here at Metaverse TV. Each show that we have, we introduce you to a new artist, and this week's guests are a couple that many of you know for their frequent performances in Second Life, as well as their very innovative and incredible performances with mixed reality. I'd like to introduce you all to our wonderful guests here this week, Reis and Aldo. Guys, it's absolutely lovely to have you here. It is an absolute pleasure.
Hello, Slim. Happy to be here.
Hello. Hello.
Hi
Liam.
there. Hi there. I tell you what, I'm so excited to have you on the show because I've known you two for quite a long time through Second Life. And I think from the first performance that I heard you do over at Menorca, I was absolutely blown away by this very unique sound and style that the two of you have with your music. And what I want to know, first of all, is the obvious question: is what gave you the decision to start using Second Life as a performance space?
Well, Reis has delay problems, so I answer for us. It was in a concert in Rio de Janeiro in 4 years ago. And we had a talk with the director of Italian Institute of Culture in Rio de Janeiro, and he said that he bought a sim in Second Life to put there all the exhibitions organized by Italian Institute of Culture in Brazil in Second Life.
Yes.
So I was very, very curious. I talked with Reis about this, and I decided to create an avatar that was named Aldo Boa, and
Yes.
I started to explore in Second Life, but it was a disaster. I was not able to walk, nothing, and so after this experience of few minutes, I forgot it during 6 months, and
Yes.
after 6 months, we had another concert in Rio de Janeiro. We lived in Brazil at the time, in Salvador Bahia, and Rubens Piovano, this director of Italian Institute of Culture, asked to us, what about Second Life? So we decided to create another avatar, Reis Aldo, and trying to explore Second Life with Reis Aldo. The second time was the right one.
Yes.
And so we were there in world really to explore the possibilities to add one more thing to work with.
Yeah.
For our idea of career and to share our way to perform with other audiences.
Yes. And you've obviously become what's the word? I'm very experienced with using Second Life now, as you know, yeah. After the first tryout and it didn't work out, and you've both been using it. And incorporating it into the live shows that you do as well.
Yes, today, yes, because we had an idea that we started last year in Brazil to do concerts real life on stage with a screen, a big screen, to show in real time a Second Life concert.
Yes.
For the real life audience. And that was the first step. After that, we started to test more complex mixed realities, and now is completely integrated. I mean, on stage, Reis with a 5 meter of silk gown. Yes. Become a live screen, and we project the Second Life concert in real time on Reis' gown, white gown, and yes. on the screen. And so there is a complete interaction between the avatars, the Second Life landscape, and what the audience of real life is looking and yes. is watching.
So it's almost like augmented reality that you're seeing these, these several different concepts all brought together, and being able to see that. I mean, visually, how do your audience respond in real life when they see this?
You can talk.
It's very special because it's like a
Surprise.
Yes, a surprise. Not very surprised, and sometimes don't know nothing. Sometimes it's very impressioned about this.
Yes. It's a very creative way to present a live show is to bring Second Life outside of its virtual platform, so to speak, and bring it into a live setting. And I've been to a few concerts where the musician has been in front and Second Life has been behind, and in some ways I felt that I wasn't quite sure who to watch, the live performer or the screen, and I'm a user of Second Life, and I absolutely love the idea of mixed reality, but in some ways it was a little distracting because I wasn't sure what I should see. But I like the idea that the two of you have brought it so that it all merges together rather than being very separate.
Yes, anyway, we try in Second Life to do something related to the concert. For instance, when we do a real-life concert with mixed realities with Second Life 2, we do it from Inspiration Island by Slimmie Free Note, where it's possible to put videos. So there are many steps. It's a labyrinth. Because we put videos in Second Life from real life. And so there are 3 steps. There is the stage, real life stage, the projection from Second Life into Second Life. There is sometimes the real Reis, the real life singer, that is not only on stage but live, but is also like a video clip into the landscape of Second Life.
Yes.
And so sometimes she interacts with her, not with her avatar, but with herself.
Yes, amazing.
Without light and the theater, only the light of
projectors.
Yes.
Yes, we renounced in this project to any theater spotlights, only the lights of projectors. So each moment can be dark, can be very lively, or the ambience and the atmosphere is suggested by the colors that we decided to put into Second Life.
It's sometimes very difficult to know who is Reis avatar and Reis real life, because it's sometimes the Reis avatar is more big the Reis real life, and the image is very superposed.
Superposed.
Yes.
I think it's absolutely wonderful, and it's such a wonderful use of this mixed reality that I don't think anybody else is doing it at all. I just want to go very quickly, because I want to talk to you individually, because obviously you've been working on the performances together as a couple. But I just want to ask Aldo. I mean, you have got quite an incredible background music-wise, as both a composer and a conductor. And I've read through your biography of some of the works that you've done, and it's been. I'm just trying to think of a wonderful way to describe how versatile I find you, particularly as a composer, and the things that you've done. What brought you, from when you were younger to composing? Did you always have an interest in composing music? Or is it something that you chose to do it at a later stage?
No, I started to compose at the age of 11, 12. And then I study composition in the conservatory and history of music in the university in Italy. And then I did a stage of electronic music at IRCAM in Paris, conducting with Leonard Bernstein.
Yes.
And Sergio Celibidache in München, in Germany.
Yes.
So I have quite a wide range of musical experiences, and always it's my profession. I earn my life with music, and yes. I do both as a music director.
Yes.
And as composer. And so time by time I think in new projects. I did a musical in Paris in 70 years ago. I did some albums, CD,
yes.
with famous singers, but also I wrote a piece for Berliner Philharmoniker, for the orchestra, for instance.
Yes. Your biography reads like a who's who. It really does. Sorry, carry on.
And so all these experiences make me be curious for new fights. One of the newest fights is to mix realities from the world of Second Life to the real life and mix it together and make art with this.
And I mean, you know, just reading through some of the classical compositions that you've done, it also includes chamber music and choral music, percussion.
Yes, yes, piano music, orchestra music, and then songs.
They're all quite different from what you do now, in terms of electronic.
Yes, let's say I started as a composer of contemporary avant-garde music when I was 20 until the age of 30. I participated to all festivals in Europe, at least in Europe, of new music. Venice Biennale, Paris Festival d'Automne, Donaueschingen Musiktage for Neue Musik. I was director in Darmstadt at the summer courses for new music during 6 years. And so as a composer and conductor. And then I started to live in South America, first in Mexico. I was professor in Mexico City University for several months. And I learned that a way to be contemporary, it not only to be to have an avant-garde style, but to be deep in the reading our own time in a deepest way. Doesn't matter which language you use to do that.
Yes.
And so I started to write also songs, and then I mixed the style of songs with electronic music, and the electronic music has a double background. It comes from the studios of electronic music research like IRCAM in Paris, but also come from electronic music tout court. And is a mix between these two kind of conceived electronic sound that is very different. I try to put it together in just one concept.
Yes, I have to say I'm in absolute awe of your achievements and your talent. It's really quite amazing. I'm going to move to Reis now and just ask you where you started your musical journey. Has it always been as a singer?
I study sing in university too, and I study. I start to sing very, very early in 12 years, and I sing popular music, and after that I start to sing classical music too, and many years I studied only classical music, only technical music, and contemporary opera, and I sing very many operas, and I study in Berlin with a very, very good singer, Trudy Carson, and I make the specialization in sing there, and after that I meet Aldo, and I stopped to sing lyrical music and classical music, and sing only the Aldo Breeze music, but it's not. It's very special because it's not contemporary. It's not classical. It's very difficult to classify.
Yeah, no, I understand, because I think what you've done, the two of you together, is from the talents that you have, you've managed to create something new by combining these two things. And I am going to tell everybody that I have had the absolute pleasure of meeting both of you and seeing you play at Ronnie Scott's, and I have to say that it's flawless how you perform in real life, and it certainly comes across with your performances online in Second Life. And I do know now that the two of you have got, Reis as a project where you are continuing to expand on the mixed reality in your music. How do you both find time to sit down and work on new material? Because I know you're both very busy.
Como você acha o tempo para fazer uma coisa?
I make only this. Then.
Well, can I say that she's very gifted to learn new things and new songs and new music, because I can explain how I met Reis. I was doing a project for a record album of mine, Brits de Brazil, in Bahia. At the time, I was professor at the university in Salvador, and I had this idea to write songs for just an album with special guests, and the special guests were the top stars from Brazil: Caetano Veloso, yes, Gilberto Gil, and so on. But I wrote each song for the specific vocal style of each one of them.
Yes.
But quite all of them are not able to read the music. I wrote music for them. And yes, so I was looking for a singer able to record a demo for them. And yes, with this demo, they can learn the music and recording in my album.
Yes.
And I was quite a desperate singer, because I tried at least 10 singers in Bahia, and one was good for one song, but what a disaster for all the others. And someone was a disaster for all songs, and I was very nervous. It was and because my music is apparently easy, but if you make if you see it from close, it's very complex.
Yes.
And it sounds easy.
Yes, and it's an interpretation as well.
Yes,
how a vocalist can interpret what you, as the composer, are expecting to hear back.
Yes, exactly. And after that, one guitar player, fantastic guitar player, that now he won, he was the winner of important prizes, suggest me to contact Reis. I met Reis one day. The day after, we were in studio, and she recorded reading, really reading without quite studying, 2 songs. It was perfect for the goal.
Yeah. Yes.
And so after that, I decided when after the album release, when we need a singer able to cover the song for the live concert, to ask to her.
Yes.
And at the same time, I was at a concert of her, and she was singing Gustav Mahler with a symphonic orchestra. But at the same time, she was able to sing bossa nova and Brazilian popular music with the deepest way and best way to sing this music in popular way. So she was perfect for me. And so it was the perfect marriage in the art and after that also in life.
Yes. Oh, yes. Which is even better, isn't it? That's when things really do work out. I love that.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. You've recently been on a tour. Tell me about touring. How do you choose where you want to tour in real life?
The tour?
Yes.
Well, first...
sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, what makes you choose your destination, where to take your music?
In real life. This is a good question, because the problem is to understand which is the target of audience for us, isn't it?
I think for us we know, but the manager is not.
Right, simply because you're both. What you have is so unique and so very special. It is about choosing the target, where people are going to experience something very new and appreciate it. And that's the reason I asked, how do you choose where you go?
How do you? But we choose following our musical and poetical and artistical wishes, and sometimes doesn't match. These with all the target of the market.
Yes.
You see what I mean? And so sometimes we do music that for us is very very clear what we do, but it's very very difficult to explain to other people. So sometimes we're looking around to find something that it is as more similar as possible to us, just to tell people, but, well, we are similar to this one.
Yes.
Yes.
But for instance, we found that in some way we are similar, but it's very complicated, because we are similar to Massive Attack, for instance, to Portishead, Björk, something like that. But also with Kronos Quartet, Balanescu Quartet in another side. But it's difficult to explain to people that we don't try to make a copy of this, but this is the most similar thing to what we are doing.
Mm.
There is a difference there, but it's very difficult to explain and to write as a project.
Yes, it is. And it's, it is very difficult as well to, especially when you're thinking about going on tour, whereas most people would just say, well, I'm going to pack my guitar and get on a plane and go. You guys have a whole performance to set up with obviously, you know, the visual effects, the technical side of it as well. So, you know, I think you're both absolutely incredible, and it's been really lovely listening to you to chat about what, you know, the things that brought you both together to work on it, and obviously, you know, coming together in real life as well. Do you see yourselves continuing to use just Second Life? Are you thinking about branching out and using, you know, different ways for visualization for your concerts?
At the moment, we are doing it with Second Life because there are possibilities here for the image, technical possibilities that are better than in other places, at my experience. And so we use this just as one instrument.
Yes.
You see. We are not here to make another life, but to enrich our artistic life.
Yes, I think that's a wonderful answer, because a lot of people do that. They would use it to escape or just to use it, but you're combining the two beautifully.
Yes, and so in this way, we are happy with Second Life at the moment. We are looking for other things, but at the moment we are working mainly with Second Life images. And we are just recorded with a film company in Italy, a project in 3D.
Yes.
To make clips, musical clips in 3D with Second Life interactions. That it will be ready in 2 months. And this will be very interesting because it will be the first high professional proposal from a high professional film company with Second Life images and avatars.
Wow.
I think
so. Did we get the scoop on that announcement then?
Oh yes, of course. We will be that, of course, absolutely. And so we will be really in 3D with 3D language, and we recorded all the real life part in Bologna during several days.
Yes.
And we recorded with very, very special light design. But in light design, there were also images projected into Reis dress, the white dress from Second Life.
Yes.
And now they are putting all the Second Life world inside in 3D.
Yes, that sounds incredible.
And so it will be, and we had also the contribution of 2 real life acrobats.
Yes.
From Cirque du Soleil, and we will see. I know already the editing is not finished, but the result is very interesting.
Well, acrobats from Cirque du Soleil have got to be something quite incredible, because I'm a big fan of Cirque du Soleil, and they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. But to have 2 of them actually as part of your film, wow.
Yes, and the idea is to propose these clips because when we shoot that, we recorded that nobody had an idea what to do exactly. If to do a documentary about our other lives in artistical way, or to do clips, or what. And then we started to record it. We recorded 6 songs, complete songs. And at the moment will be released 1 song, Misterio d'Afrodite, and 1 pilot.
Yes.
With, and with this, we will try to see probably the market is the new generation of 3D TVs.
Yes. Where did you get the idea for this concept? Was this a concept that you both thought of together?
Was so natural because we started to do an example. It was in Brazil and with people of the main theater of Salvador Bahia is a big hall of 1,600 people,
Wow,
audience.
yeah.
And the director was so fascinated about us because a journalist in Brazil make an article on the main Brazilian newspaper about our concerts in Second Life.
Yeah.
And so the director asked to us details about this, and with him we had the idea to do one example of a Second Life concert in a real life stage, and it was the first step of our process. So we do a concert, sat down in a table exactly
Like
as we do.
Yes.
Yes, exactly as we do at home, but it was in a big theater, and the people with their own laptop everybody was able to chat, to interact, to appear in the big screen because they with a wireless connection and a laptop with people connected in Second Life.
Wow.
From the audience, these people was able to interact and to write and to appear in the big screen of the theater what they are writing in real time. So we put Second Life in a real life situation.
Mm. I think that's wonderful, because what you also did is you took that audience from a passive audience into an interactive audience in real life. So they were actually taking part in your show as well, which I think a lot of people forget that when you're doing a real life show, perhaps your audience is passive. They're not interacting directly, which is one thing about Second Life, which, you know, as all of us as musicians have found to be the best thing. It's that direct interaction where your audience isn't just passively sitting there, that they're actually taking part and talking, and I think that's a very important aspect as a musician, because it brings you closer to your fans. Have you found the same thing, that, you know, people are they're more likely to come and chat to you now because they feel that they've been part of something?
Yes. Before we have to say also this. There are many people from real life that created an avatar after our concert in real life theaters to follow us in Second Life.
Yes.
We have many, not many people, but we know at least 15, 20 people that created a Second Life account only to follow our concerts.
That's amazing. I think that's absolutely amazing.
And in the other side, also, sorry if I interrupt, but for us it was very important. We did a concert in London, and we found several people very, very into the music and demonstrating to us to know the music.
Yes.
And where all people from Second Life, you was there.
Yes. Wow.
You remember?
I do remember.
Jane, Akaimon, Mal, also a lot of people that come from Second Life to our real life, and now
in Mexico.
It happens in Mexico, in Germany, in Italy also now. Yes. And so this is amazing. This worlds exchange, not only mixed realities, this is the artistical part, but also the human part, the avatar that becomes real people and real people that become avatars.
Yes. Oh, well, I must say, if it wasn't for Second Life, I would never have had the pleasure of meeting you two and, and getting to know you. It's been wonderful. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a short ad break. And when we come back, we've got time for a few questions from the audience. And then you're going to be performing for us at the end of the show. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
At Micropets, we take product development very seriously. Spending years in the laboratory, toiling over the lens, developing the perfect habitat. Why? For this little fella and this little lady. Breedable piggies. With love. From Micropets.
Okay, and welcome back to part 2 of Amped Up, where I'm talking to our two lovely guests, Reis and Aldo. For the second part of the show, we've got some questions from the audience. Mimi Janot would like to know, are you planning a European tour this year? And if you are, will you be visiting Belgium?
We would like to, but this summer we will go to well, we will have a concert in Italy and then in Finland.
Finland, wow!
Yes, yeah. Yes, because Turku is the European capital for culture this year. Is a city in Finland, and we are invited in July to play our mixed reality show in Turku in Finland.
Wow,
after
wonderful.
that to Brazil also.
Yes, after that we will do concerts in Brazil, and then we will do also other projects with other musicians, but we will continue to develop this one. And also to present when it's ready the 3D version, I hope so.
Yes. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. Well, I do hope at some point, I know you're going to Finland, but perhaps you could squeeze in Denmark and Holland on the way.
Yeah, we would love to have stopovers in Denmark and why not in Belgium and Holland? Absolutely. We hope one day in Holland we were invited last year, but it was so confused and complicated that at the last time we renounced. But
yes.
It's in our minds.
Yes. Melvin Starbrook would like to know if anybody does come to your live shows, are they expected to bring a laptop and can they partake in part of it, or is this new, or the new tours that you've got going on not including that?
No, yes, we invite people from a real life audience to come with their own laptop. And also with the laptop, and also interact with our real-life concerts from the real-life audience through Second Life. Because this is amazing.
Yes, it is.
we warmly ask to people to come with their laptop to our real life concerts.
I think it's such an amazing concept. It's come to our concerts and bring your laptops.
Yeah, bring your laptops and tell us in real time what you think about our performance.
Well, I have to say that if any of our audience have not been to see Reis and Aldo in real life, believe me, it is worth it. They are absolutely amazing. I was very sad that I missed didn't you play in the Royal Albert Hall in London? Was it the Royal Albert Hall last year?
Queen Elizabeth Hall. Queen Elizabeth Hall.
Queen Elizabeth's Hall, that was right.
Yeah,
last year.
Center, always, yes. In the festival Brazil.
Now it's there.
Yeah, I was very sad to miss that. I was in the middle of moving and I was just so sad to miss it. I really, yes, anytime you guys are doing a show in Europe, I want to be there.
Yes, absolutely. We want to. Absolutely. You are also an amazing artist. So we hope to see you live.
Oh, yes, live in
Very
second
soon.
live. But listen, that's really lovely of you to say, but this show is about you too. And I have to say that, I've found you both to be an inspiration for other artists as well, to perhaps branch out and really utilize a 3D platform within a live performance. And I think, it's such an important part of being part of a music community that we have online, is to be able to communicate well enough to say, well, listen, this is what we're doing. We'd like to share it with you all. And then hopefully, other people will start to grab the concept of doing these mixed reality shows, but as a true visual experience for everybody, not just the performers, but for the audience as well to participate. So I found you both to be, very inspirational, and it's been so lovely having you on the show. I can't tell you, I could chat with you two for ages. Ages and ages. Really good. But what we're going to do now is,
thank you.
I'm going to let you move onto the stage now and set up for your performances so that we can all get to hear another song from you guys. So listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. I wish you well on the 3D film. You must tell us when that's coming out, because I want to go and see it.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you would like to find out more about Reis and Aldo, you can go to the Facebook page, which is, if you'd like to give me the address, it is facebook.com Reis, Reis. And if you'd like to check out,
maybe you can type this on live chat.
Yes, I think we have lovely Mary Alta. She's been very good and put that into the second live chat. But for the benefit of the viewers who'll be watching this on Metaverse TV, go to Facebook and look up Reis. You can also go to Aldo's page, which is aldobritzy.net. And check out this couple, and do check out when their next concerts are, because you really don't want to miss them. But for now, we have the pleasure of listening to you both right here on the show. Guys, it's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for chatting with me.
Embrace now for you. By Aldo Brizzi. Embrace. Embrace Metaverse TV. Embrace Slimmie World. Embrace Melvin. Embrace Rulinha. Embrace Lisa. Embrace Metacan. Embrace Ken. Embrace Out. Embrace Marius Alter. Embrace Robustus. Embrace Mini Juno. Embrace Trademark. Embrace Foxy. Embrace Woof. Embrace you. Embrace the good news. Embrace the word. Embrace the peace. Embrace Empath App. Embrace. Thank you very much.